Boom, boom. Melanated, elevated, back again, back again.
What's going on, kings and queens? Welcome to the channel.
Strong episode. We got to come hard because our last video was deleted.
Yes.
So we got to talk about how they taking away our First Amendment rights. Like, all I did was just go around and ask people how they felt about the vaccine. So I did that, gave my opinion on it, and it got deleted. So we got to understand, we got to stay focused because there's so many distractions going on right now, and people's attention is just not on what's going on right now. Like, if I can't talk about my opinion on the vaccine or what's being, but I can see Cardi B talking about WAP, like, you know what I'm saying? I can see Lil Nas X giving the lap dance to the devil, but I can't sit up and talk about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in my community, to my people, you know? So I feel like there's an issue on that. You know what I'm saying? And
flat out, he just hit the nail on the coffin. They're literally, taking away our freedom of speech, okay? This is in the Constitution. This is a part of our First Amendment rights. We should be able to express our freedom of speech, okay? So like he said, it's unbelievable. We're living in a world where you can see Lil Nas X giving the devil a lap dance or just anything derogatory. You can literally look on YouTube or look on the internet and see damn near anything you want to, whether it's pornography, whether it's pedophilia. You can see anything on the internet, real talk. But as soon as you put something that goes against the agenda, it's immediately banned. It doesn't even last 24 hours. I mean, I posted this. I do the editing and everything, and I posted the video on YouTube. It was probably like maybe the afternoon, maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock. Before we hit the next day, it was already deleted. You understand what I'm saying? They're not playing. The algorithms are watching conscious-minded people who are trying to help, period. So if you guys still think this thing is a game out here and it's a joke, like, oh, we're being censored, they're literally taking away our freedom of speech. And eventually it's going to get to the point where we may not even be able to even talk to you guys anymore, right? It's getting real out here, man. So we really want to talk about it today, and we're going in, like he said, distractions, the new agenda of separating the black man and the black woman. I mean, it's been an agenda, but Kevin Samuels, we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it today,
there's a lot of, we got to understand that energy flows where attention goes. So we got to pay attention to where we got to focus our energy on what's important right now. And we got to stand by our black women. We understand that black women is messed up, okay? We got issues in our community. We understand that, but we have to focus on uplifting, you know what I'm saying, our black women. We got to focus on the solution just as much as we focused on the problem. We can't just sit up here and just down our women. We can't hold them accountable. You know, when you hear a statistic like 80% of black women are obese or overweight, that fucks me up because I go outside every day. I got to go to work. I go and I can see that statistic is true. It's true, and it's not true for women of other races or men. You know, that's a high number. So we got to, you know what I'm saying, address certain things, like, you know what I'm saying. But we not about to just sit here and just, because at the end of the day, we need our women. We need our women, you know, and I want to show myself as an example of how you are supposed to uplift your woman, because, you know, it's easy to give up. We can't just sit here and just give up on our women. We understand it's messed up, and we have to acknowledge that there's a third party that's dividing us. We have to focus on, you know, how did we get this way? How? Okay, we understand the problem, but we got to take it back. How did we get this way?
Right, and then see, that's the issue. You can't solve a problem without getting to the source, okay? That's like getting cut up really bad, and instead of getting stitches like you're supposed to, you put a Band-Aid over it. It's still going to be separated, period. So at the end of the day, the moral of the story is we have to go to the source, and it goes back to slavery, all right? Like a lot of people have said before, we know that the Willie Lynch syndrome, just the slave mentality that has never been broken, period, in the black community. So we can't sit here and let Kevin Samuels and all these other men who are starting to come out and bash black women. To be real with you, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it real with you. At the beginning, when Kevin Samuels first came out and he was, you know, making us hold each other accountable as black women, I absolutely fucking loved it. I was going around talking to, you saw me, my cousins. I mean, hey, cuz, these white women out here ain't angry like this. Like, I'm giving people advice. Chill out. You don't have to always respond that way. Like, be more feminine. Because I had to learn. Like, as you can tell, I'm a strong black woman, but I had to learn to let him lead. Period. I had to learn to step it up mentally, physically, just every way, because he stepped it up every way. But I'll say this. all of us as black women, it's becoming a thing now where you men are not trying to come up with any solution. It's becoming a bashing, period. You're not saying anything that we can do as black women to work together with our black men. You're saying, oh, black woman, you're doing this and this and this and this and this and this and that wrong. What are we doing right? Because you're not talking about the black women out here that are raising your children. You're not talking about the fuck boys out here that we've had to deal with who ain't shit. I'm just going to keep it real with you. It's so many black queens out there who have completely lost their light because they've dealt with terrible black men, period. And I'm not doing this to start a war between us, because that's what they're doing. And what he's trying to say is that it's an agenda. It's another distraction to keep the black man and the black woman separated, period. So all these men out here, I appreciate you guys supporting Kevin Samuels because he speaks facts. You know, being in shape, being feminine, being friendly is very necessary. But come on, man, you can't sit here and pretend like you guys are just out here peachy keen doing your job. Because half of the men out here talking about women do need to do this and that and the third are not even high value.
And I just want to say this because you on point.
I mean,
and
come on now.
It's hard doing that inner work, you know. And this is the thing about when you get around somebody that's vibrating high, that's doing their inner work, it's going to inspire you to get on your game. You know what I'm saying? Because even if your woman is ratchet, even if your woman a little like got some little tendencies about it, but she open-minded, like, you know what I'm saying, you could work with that woman. You know what I'm saying? You can't get frustrated when situation, because you see the psychological oppression that's been forced upon us since we got here. So you know it's been manipulated for us to be the way we are. So we gotta acknowledge, you know, that we have the power to fix this problem. First off, like we gotta really hold ourselves accountable for everything that we do, you know, and we gotta focus just more on the solution, eating right, you know what I'm saying, being healthy, you know what I'm saying, spending more time uplifting each other, and spending more time with your kids, being more conscious minded about how we raising our daughters, you know what I'm saying, so our daughters ain't wearing bonnets and going out here looking for a man that's gonna buy them stuff. Definitely. You know what I'm saying, and they looking for a man that's gonna you know what I'm saying, ascend them spiritually, to you know what I'm saying, feed their mind with things that's going help them spiritually, to help them grow. And
I gotta chime in one time because I gotta speak for my queens out here because they are bashing us at this point, babe.
Yeah,
once again,
man, like,
and I'm gonna say this once again: if you are not a high value man, and I'm not talking about just financially, okay? If you are not able to step up into your godlike state, then that means your woman is not going to step up to hers, period, because you're supposed to be the one that's going to lead her. Once again, we are leading by example, okay? 12 years in this game. He had to step up to his godlike state in order for me to step back and be like, whoa.
I had to apply pressure.
Because at the beginning, I was the one that was on my, you know, grown woman, and he was video gaming and shit. So it's like, it's a constant tug, a push and pull of uplifting each other. It's not about bashing one person, one side of the spectrum, like, oh, the woman is, no, because at the end of the day, a lot of these women are traumatized. They're really messed up in the inside, and instead of these men bashing us, help us. You get in shape, black man. So then, damn, I'm obligated. Okay, you look good. Black man, you step it up and get a good job where you can pay the rent, so I can sit back and take care of your kids, our kids. You see what I'm saying? Be that mother you want me to be. I can't be feminine and fit and friendly if I'm so stressed out. I got to work all these hours. Then I got to come home and be a mom. Then I got to try to be a wife. Why can't I barely even got time to work out? So you expect me to be a full-time mom, a full-time employee? No, sweetheart.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. So if you're not a high-value man, sit down.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm done with
and Rome wasn't built in a day. This is not gonna happen in a day, but we gotta start somewhere, and we gotta start having these uncomfortable conversations that's you know, that might make you feel some type of way, but we gotta move forward. That's the only way we gonna move forward, you know. And I keep saying holding ourselves accountable. Like, I had to hold myself accountable. There's 24 hours a day. How much time am I putting toward my growth? You know what I'm saying? How much time? And when you work an 8-hour day or however many hours you work, how much time when you get off, you got to put time toward these kids, toward yourself, toward your, you know, and have the patience and have the, that inner growth. Is hard to read a book. Some people can't feel like they don't have the patience to read or have the patience to, you know what I'm saying, or the understanding. I ain't got time to do that, but that's going to help you. You know what I'm saying? You grow through information. You know what I'm saying? Through knowledge and applying that knowledge. Like, I could read a book and that won't mean nothing, but when you apply that knowledge to your life and ascend yourself, that's when you can make changes in your community. Everything, it ascends everybody else around you, you know, because they are inspired by you. They might not tell you that they're inspired by you and that you're bringing them new ideas, but people get inspired. So once you start doing the inner work, your woman's going to look at you like, damn, like, I got to step my game up. And if she chooses not to step her game up, then it's time to go.
Then it's time,
you got to grow or go. You know, we ain't got time for no, like, if I'm sitting over here and you see your man, say if you a woman and you see your man trying to eat better, you know what I'm saying? He not playing the video game no more. Your man not doing that, not hanging around with no fuck boys no more. Your man out here holding it down, paying that, like, you know, even if he ain't paying all the bills yet, he trying to figure it out. He moving, he working, he on it, you know. So you got to step your game up as a woman, you know, because he ain't obligated to stay attracted to no woman that's wearing a bonnet and hanging out with ratchet ass friends and talking about niggas ain't da. Like, nah, you need to step your game up. So grow or go, you know, and we gotta again hold yourself accountable. So
I like that. That was beautiful. And he's right. And I'm keeping it real. At the beginning, I was team hold these women accountable. I've been out here making videos talking about the skinny versus thick stigma in the black community. I've been trying to speak to my queens. We are mentally messed up, but all I can say is from experience and just a lot of friendships throughout my life, I have seen how we have been hurt by these men who are very, very bad people. I'm not going to even say some of these men are evil. They're just completely just not helping. They're just making kids and just banging out. It's just, I've seen it all. But like he said, men have always been talked about. Black men, it's been an issue since the 90s. Now it is time for us queens to be held accountable. You should not be out here wearing a freaking bonnet unless you are in the house. Like, why are you even wearing that outside of the house? I don't even understand when this even started happening. But you should be dressing nice because you never know who's watching you. That's something you should already know, but I guess people don't know this. I don't know. I was raised.
And he makes a point about not being no man. Like, you shouldn't.
Yeah, and you should not be trying to fight a man.
Step up to your man. I beat your ass. Like, your man can be holding it down all week. Then the moment you get mad about something that he did, now you done forgot about all that he done did. Like, you just in his face talk about this and that and bitch that nigga calling you like.
But see, babe, you gotta tell him that's deep. If a woman is. If she's to the point where she's bold enough to even come at a man, that's like mental issues.
Yeah,
because that's like common sense that you physically are not strong enough to beat a man. I don't care if you're taller or whatever. Right. So that's
but at the same time, like, with all that being said, we gotta focus on the solution. And like and if you with a problem, then you gotta take care of the problem. Like, you gotta get rid of the problem. Like, but we gotta focus on solutions now because there's so many people, like, they coming at us at everything. You got pandemic over here, your bills over here, you got your family over here, your friends over here, you know what I'm saying, these toxic ass, like, it's just a social media, like, all this stuff just coming out. You got to be like Neo in the Matrix, like, you dodging. When you start doing it in the inner work, you start dodging all that, like Neo in the Matrix, like, you see it all coming, you know, and, you know, boom, like, I just want to leave everybody with this, like, you know, you got the power within you to change your circumstance, you know, and we as human beings got, you know what I'm saying, free will, and we could choose to, you know what I'm saying, make excuses for why we can't do this or do that, but you know what I'm saying, or we could take accountability and make decision, ask yourself, why am I like this? Why is my situation like this? And at least start the process to start making some changes. We can't keep blaming other people for our problems. So, you know.
Can I say this? I'm sorry, you just been going.
Yeah,
points. I like it. I just want to chime in and say, guys, I just want us to work together. At the end of the day, I truly cannot take to see any more separation. It's so many ways that they already have divided us. It's already the vaccinated against the unvaccinated. I thought was the newest thing going, but people are so distracted by this damn Kevin Samuels. They're not even focusing on the real issue, guys. Like, they are really out here pressing this vaccine with this nanotechnology. Okay, we've already talked about it, so we won't go in too much, but stay woke. Stay focused. It's people out here who are conscious and are losing focus. All right, y'all got to stay focused on what's really happening. We love y'all. We're not getting paid for this. We're doing this from the kindness of our heart. We're moving through God, you know, so we just want you guys to just understand what's really happening. work together. Separating yourself, bashing each other is not going to solve anything, like he said. So
Right.
you either elevate or you just get sucked into another distraction for real. Like,
Right. And before we end this video, like and subscribe if you want to hear some real content, because I'm personally don't care if I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this because I know there's somebody out there that could use a little motivation, that could use a little
but don't get it twisted though. The money's gonna come, baby. It's coming.
It's gonna come. But as far as this right here, I'm doing it for the love, because I love teaching, I love learning, and I love helping people. So, let's get it going. It's full speed ahead. I ain't letting my foot off the brake, off the gas. I ain't letting my foot off the gas. So,
and like you said, any people out there who are like-minded, like I said, we're to the point now we're ready to start networking. We've been talking to people behind the scenes, but we're really ready to focus on people who want to learn, who want to grow, who want to help fight the evils of this world. All right. So if you're really on the same page as us, or you have any questions or you need help, we want to start mentoring people. Like I said, the money is going to come, because when you're working right, divine power is always working for you. All right. So if you want to be a part of this, hit us up. Like, subscribe, of course, but message us, comment. It is what it is, baby. We melanated, elevated. We out here.
Elevated.
Peace. Love y'all.
Peace.